Welcome to official ITM Platform training video. Now we will learn how to create an Agile project and how to work with tasks inside a panel. First, we create a new Agile project from the project list or through the shortcut. Let's click on Create a new Agile project. And I will start by entering all the basic data for my project. Set all required values. We are now ready to start creating the details for our project. Our next step is going to be defining the board. In the board, I can directly start adding tasks. It is recommended to modify it to fit our needs. Here, basic board to control tasks with To Do, In Progress, and Completed. ITM Platform will allow me to modify this board to fit my needs. Click on. The first step will be to define the major columns. To Do, In Progress, name the columns if I would like. For example, instead of To Do, I can name it Pending. I can also enter an optional description. I can set the type of column. These types are predefined in ITM Platform. To Do refers to tasks that are not in progress. We have in progress tasks and completed tasks. Limit. When we are large projects, it is important to set a limit so we don't get to see just everything, only what we are about to start. Also define subcolumns if I would like. For in progress, I can create a subcolumn, process for executing my tasks. So I can define this new subcolumn by giving it a name. And then move on to the next one. I'll be able to bring a task from pending into work in progress. And after I'm done with this step, I can move it to ready for review. I can also create swim lanes. By default, the board will include one swim lane. Let's rename this General Work. And then I can add more swim lanes. I can also set colors to help me identify the swim lanes. Once I'm happy with this configuration, I just need to click on Save. And now my board is ready to go. Step is to start creating tasks. Creating tasks in ITM Platform for an Agile project. I can do it directly from the board. For example, if I click on Add Task, I can enter the task. I can assign a color if I would like. Some portfolio. This would be important for major tasks. I can set the status. And we can see here we have our current board configuration. Pending, in progress, ready for review, and completed. But we also have a backlog and archive. Them directly into pending. So let's see how that works. And optionally, I can set a task start date and end date. Now my task is created, and I can see it on the board. There is another way of creating tasks. From the Task tab, I can create my tasks directly into this table, and I can click on Add Task. Again, but for the status, I'm going to set Backlog. In many cases, especially when we have a formal methodology to manage these kinds of projects, then the recommendation is to start with the backlog. I'm going to set this to a specific swim lane. Let's put it under General Work, and I'll click on Save. So now my task is created. But if I go back to the board, I won't be able to see it. The board will only show me the tasks within these statuses. Pending, in progress, ready for review, or completed. So how can I get it to appear here? I just need to go to Tasks, select the task, and then with the options that appear below the table, I will click on Update Status and set this to Pending. Confirm my decision. And now, if I go back to the board, I can see the task. Handling the status is as simple as dragging and dropping. Also switch between swim lanes, helping me identify the task across frame leads. Optional property from tasks that might be helpful in certain circumstances. Set start and end dates. As I just moved my tasks to in progress, ITM Platform will set the start for that task automatically to today. I can also set the task end date if I would like, or I can do that after the task has been completed. Features from the board in ITM Platform will include fields if those custom fields have been defined for tasks. Team, which will allow me to assign resources to this task. The event log that will show me when this task was, and a document panel that will show me all related. The last concept on the board is that status changes and swim lane changes are immediately saved. So, for example, if I move this task to the swim lane and I move this, I don't need to save anything. Those changes